week I do Wire Lady TV where I troubleshoot new ideas and designs for wire art and wire jewelry. So today I'm doing something a little bit different. I am going to be experimenting with this Liquid Sculpey. Now these were sent to me by the Beadle On Company when I did their designer challenge. And actually they forgot to send me the mold, so I had to kind of troubleshoot to do my own idea to use this Liquid Sculpey because we had to use something from all the suppliers of a mystery box to create a work of wire art or jewelry within an hour. I'll link up the designer challenge below. It was super fun. I really enjoyed it. And so today they sent me the molds, so I am going to experiment with the Liquid Sculpey and see what we can do with that. And if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button. Apparently the algorithm likes when people hit the like button, so that would be amazing. It would help my channel. I'd really appreciate that. And I'm going to pull up the video on my computer so I can see your comments and stuff. And there we go, perfect. So what I'll do, as always, I'm gonna flip the screen around, but I also forgot to get the piece that I made from the challenge. So I'm just gonna get up here. This is my art little corner in the background. This is a piece that Amber made, and this is a piece that Mustafa made. So you guys send me some really beautiful things. I'm just gonna grab the necklace that I did in the challenge. Here it is over in my art corner. And there we go. So hi Corey, how are you? So here's the piece I did in the designer challenge. I'm gonna flip my screen so you can see it a little bit better. And then we're going to get going with our troubleshooting. There's my nice outside. We're in Montreal. It's autumn, so the leaves have changed color. It's still warm today. Tomorrow's get a little colder, but there we go. Here's my work table. And what have we got? So here's this little girl that I made in the Beadle On Designer Challenge. These were like beads from Jessie Bead Company. There were all like different suppliers. There was the leather company. The Beadle On, of course, supplied the wire and stuff. And there was metal stamping stuff, so many cool things. So Sculpey supplied a Liquid Sculpey, which is super interesting. I'm great, Corey, thank you. And then this is a piece that I made with the Liquid Sculpey, but I didn't have a form, so I had to kind of create something out of foil, and it got a little bit wonky, but that's the idea. So let's try it. Let's try this Liquid Sculpey, see what it's going to do, and then I even turned my little oven on, so I'll be able to bake it, and then I'll do some things with wire after that. Hi, Connie, nice to see you. Connie and Sweetcraft. So we are going to experiment because Beadle On finally sent me this molds for the Liquid Sculpey, and I'm going to try it, and then while it's cooking, we can make some things out of wire. But I thought, why don't I just do it live? And then we're going to see how it goes. So you guys are on the ground floor with me with this set. So I'm just going to pull this one off. And they do have instructions. So I think it's pretty straightforward. Let me just, oh boy, they always make these so difficult to open. There we go. So these are silicone and they can go in your oven. Hi, Clarice. Oh, thank you so much. I had such a blast on that designer challenge. It was so much fun. This is cool. This is silicone. Can go in your oven. It's Sculpey. And let's see the instructions. So, hi, Angela. And let's have a look. I love trying new things too. I love new things. So, oven safe. Are they in English? There we go. English instructions. Oven safe silicone and preheat to 275 degrees. Oh, we have to preheat the mold. Preheat the unfilled mold in the oven for 15 minutes. Oh, well, see, I didn't know that. So let me go do that right now. And I'll be back. So I'm going to put that in the oven. And there you go. So I also forgot to preheat my oven. So I put the timer on for 5 minutes. I'm going to preheat. Let's see what it says. 15 minutes, remove and okay, to cool, fill the shapes with, and we fill them up with Liquid Sculpey, starting at the top behind the post, tap the mold, no bubbles, and then we do that. Okay, so let's let it heat up for 5 minutes. These are the different colors I have. So there's the turquoise, and then there's translucent colors, and there's also metallic colors. So we're gonna have fun with that. We'll do that. And then in the meantime, let me just get something else to show you. So why don't we just kill some time? Maybe what I could do is I'll do something, I'll make like a little face or something like this so you guys can see how I did this one. Why don't I do that while we wait? Perfect. So the stuff, it gets baked. Exactly. Hi, Becky. Hi, Paula. So now let us just get some wire and we'll just make a little face. Why don't we do that? We're just going to kill some time. So here, I'm going to get some 20 gauge wire and just play around with that. And I would have liked to put more hair on her, but we only had an hour to do the challenge. So it really was very challenging to get everything done within an hour's time. So I'm going to cut a big long piece of wire, and then we're going to go with that. And when the timer goes off, I will put the mold in the oven. So there we go. So why don't I just put her, well, I could leave her here, I guess, as long as it's not too distracting. Let's put her over here. This is such a cool bead. It's from the Nightmare Before Christmas. Jessie Beads has some really cool beads like that. So let's get this going. And I think the easiest way to do this is, I think I just started with the mouth. So why don't we just start with the mouth and work our way around, and then we'll do the face around the mouth. And then that way, the size of the features will determine the size of the face. So let's start in the middle. Hi, Sharon. Liquid Sculpey. So this is a new product. Well, new to me. I'd never seen it before. So it's like Sculpey, which is polymer clay, but instead of molding it with your hands, you pour it in a mold and you bake it. So we're going to show you guys how to do that. We're just going to pause that for a minute and then let us do this face. So to do the face, let's go ahead and start with the lips. So if we start with the lips, we're just going to bend that a little bit like that. So that's the bottom of the lips, and then bend this out to the side, and this one too, we're going to just bend it up and out, and then we want to bend it to the front. So now we're going to take this end and bend this in, and then whoop, I'm going to put her over here for a minute because she's going to get in the way, and she looks so cool. Thank you. So now we're going to bend this one up, and we want to make the top of the lips. So we're going to bring this, but we want to bend this to the back. And we're going to bring it around to the back. And then we're going to bend this one up. See, I think I want a little bit more definition there. So I'm just going to pull that in a little bit more. These tools are great. Just takes me a little while to get used to using the Tronex tools, because when I do my regular work, you guys know I use my red tools and my red pliers, but I like to use these ones for the live streams because the red ones are not available to purchase anymore. So that's why I use these ones, even though it's not my habit to use these ones. So hi, Sue from Florida. Nice. Polymer, clay, and Liquid Sculpey. You can make anything, fix anything. Yes, nice. Awesome. I don't use it a lot, but every now and then, if I need a component in my wire jewelry that, like a bead type component that I can make myself with Sculpey, I'll do that. And I've always liked Sculpey better than Fimo because I find Fimo very hard. So I don't know if they've changed their formula, but I remember I had a friend that used to make Fimo, and it was so hard and stiff. So then they came out with Sculpey, which is softer. And I have a feeling Fimo might make a softer clay now, but I'm not really familiar with it. So now, see, I've done the lips. Here's the lips here. And now we are, you love the jewelry, people. Yeah, so let's just keep going with, okay, so there's my timer. I'm going to put the mold in the oven to preheat it. Okay, so 375. So I'm going to go timer. Just going to put it up for 15 minutes. Okay, so timer's on for 15 minutes, and now we're just going to heat that up. How you make this little mouth. There, I hope it's clear enough. I know my live streams are a little blurry, and that's because I filmed them on my iPod, and one day I'm going to get really good technology to do it better, but so far everything I've tried isn't like super great, but we'll try it like this. So now the nose, so we've done the mouth, and I do have other tutorials that show more clearly how to do this. I'll link them up below, then it's going to be easier for you guys. So we're going to do the nose just out like that, just do a little, like push it out and then bring it in. And then this one too, we'll do the nose, just push it out and then in. Whoop. There we go. Just make the very simple shape of a nose. Bring it up. And then for the eyes, we want to make the eyes. So let's do that. You want to learn. Yay, yeah. Clarice, I know you love the little figures. So, and I have some other cute ones that are made with rocks. I'll grab that one out of my room to show you guys after, because that one's a cute one too, and I have a tutorial for that. So now for the eye, just bend it out, make the circle, like push it out as far out as you think you need. My wire's a little bit long, and then we're just going to bring this one around to make the circle of the eye. So there's the first one, and then let's do the other one. Okay, we're just going to do the other one here. Push it out. Make sure it's around the same position. And then also make sure that you go to the back. So we're just going to do this one. Bring this one around and around. So what we have is just like two little circles. This is getting caught everywhere because it's a long wire. So there we go. So here, who's all in here that's ever used, has anyone in the group used Liquid Sculpey? You guys let us know if you've ever used Liquid Sculpey, because I've only ever used it once, and that was in the Beadalon challenge, and it was definitely challenging. So here's the eyes, and then now we want to make the whole shape. Oh, so I'm just trying to see what I did the last time. Looks like what I did the last time is I just brought all the wires to one side. I'm just going by what I made before. So now we're just going to bring this one down and then just bend this one across where the eye should be. Okay, so we've got that like eye here. Let me just bend this up a bit, up, and then I'm just going to bend this, finish the eye a little bit, and then bring this one sort of down towards the center and then up here. So it looks like that's how I finished it before. She looks a little cross-eyed. I think the eyes are a little close together. So let's just push this over a little bit. We'll just push it down a little bit because I feel like they're a little bit close together. So if we do it like that one, that way, that's going to be better. I'm going to try something different this time, because that time I did it that way. I've never used Sculpey, really intrigued. Awesome. Okay, and Sue's used it. That's cool. So Sue, what have you made with the Liquid Sculpey? Tell us. Oh, you know what I'm going to do with this side? I'm going to make these into eyebrows. That's going to be better, because in this one, I'm going to show you. This one, I went over here and worked my way back, but there was no eyebrows. So let's do it differently, so we actually will have some eyebrows. That's going to be better. So now we're just going to bend this one here, across here to complete the eye, down, and oh, this wire is so long, it's driving me insane. But okay, I stayed away from polymer clay because I don't want to get into another direction. I know, focus. Yeah, so now we're just going to do this one and then bend that up. There's just so many materials that we can use. So now looks like there's the face, guys. And then the eye, these are going to go, she might look a little angry, but there's not much I can do about that. So now we're just going to bring these ones up and form the, wow, she turned out really well. So now we're going to do the eyebrows. Perfect. So let's bring this one around here. Okay, we're going to do like kind of an eyebrow thing. She's going to be very dramatic looking. And we're just going to bring this one around this side. Okay, we're going to bring that one around that side for the eyebrows. And then, let me just get my girl again. Because what I seem to have done is I kind of like went to one side and around. So let's just try to bring this down to form the face. I'm just going to put that one out of the way. And yeah, Corey, you get it. With too many projects, it's just like, wow, so many materials, so little time. So let's just bring this one down. Maybe we'll just come right down beside the eye, because we're going to want to do some hair too. So I'm just going to bring this one down here and then down and just start to form the face a little bit. So we're just kind of winging it here. My charger's in the way. I'm just going to remove that. I'm just going to unplug my charger and move it out of the way because it's getting all tangled up. I have too many things here. Okay, so I love it better with the eyebrows. I agree with you. The eyebrows give it character. So here now her chin's a little long, so let's fix the chin. Okay, we're going to bring the chin up a little bit. Okay, bring this one up a little bit. And she's going to have like a little heart-shaped face. So there she is. We're going to bring that one in here. And then we're just going to work. The hard part, of course, is to make it somewhat symmetrical. That's always a little bit of a tricky part. But you know what? As humans, we're not all completely symmetrical anyways. So it's okay if it's not perfect. And we're going to go around here. There we go. And Liquid Sculpey and powders or glitter for decorating breads, frames, and whatever. Cool. Precious clay. Is that the metal clay? I've heard of metal clay, and it looks really cool. So here's this girl so far. She looks cool. And then we want to start doing some kind of hair or something. So let's just bring this one up here. And I'll do kind of like what I did before. We just went down and up type of thing, like that. And then this one, maybe we can just kind of bring it up. I didn't do any ears on her, but sometimes I've done like little faces with ears. And then we're just going to bring this one up here and see what happens. We're going to bring this one up here. And in theory, eyes are supposed to be halfway down the face. So this might not be super proportionate, but it should be not too bad. So we have this one like here. And then this piece, we're going to have to make a loop in it as well. So I'm going to just fix this in place. I'm going to just bend this around. Precious metal clay. Yes, cool. She's looking amazing. Thank you. The wire that you beads. Okay, I'm not, sometimes I get half comments and I'm not quite sure the context, but if you guys want to repeat a comment if I didn't quite get it, just definitely let me know. So now we need a loop at the top to hang her. I'll just do maybe I'll do it perpendicular, and then that way we can do like I did in the previous one, is just hang it directly on a cord. So we're going to just make a little perpendicular loop there. And then I'm going to get my flat ones. The wire that you're doing now, you can take and fill. Yes, that would be cool. To make like a wire frame and then bake it with the clay. I can try that after. Sometimes I know when you do that with resin, sometimes it like leaks. Like, you know what I mean? Like it kind of like leaks underneath the wire. But if you have a thick enough, or even flat wire is good for that, because you can make it quite wide. Actually, that would be a really great idea. Sue, maybe I'll try something like that, a simple wire shape, and put the Sculpey in it. That's a great idea. Maybe using thin 28 gauge wire weaving hair. Yes, yeah, I think a thinner wire for the hair is a great idea too. Absolutely. So what I'm going to do now is, why don't I, yeah, I mean, in theory, I could just clip it. Let me just see what I did for the girl here. Oh yeah, I just kind of hung something from her chin for the body. So we can do that. Why don't we do that? Why don't we just use thinner wire for the hair? So in that sense, I can just cut it now. Okay, I'll just cut it now. Boy, if I had known, I would have cut that a while ago because it's been in my way. And then we're just going to bring this one down here. Kind of like the asymmetry of it. Oh, I'm liking the way this is looking like this, but we do want to give it some stability. So maybe what I'll do is, so this is a little bit stable. I don't know if that's going to work well or not. I'm just going to try something where I'm just going to like bend this here. And Joan, put your wire on top of a wide packing tape. Yes, we did that with the bead soup challenge. So I put the wire frame on a piece of tape, and then so it wouldn't leak, and it worked pretty well. It worked pretty well. Yeah, it's yeah, you just have to be really vigilant with it that it doesn't leak underneath, and make sure that your piece, the wire piece that you're making, is quite like flat. Now this is looking a little bit odd, but let me just see what we're going to do here. We bring this here and then up. I'm just trying to give this more stability, because if it's loose here, it might like come undone. So what I'm going to do is just do this. It's looking a little Picasso-ish, which is not a bad thing. And we're going to do that. And then we can add other wire for the hair. So I just wanted to give it a little bit more stability. Got a little wonky there, but it's all right. And she kind of looks cool. I like her. And then we can add other wire for the hair. And I don't know if I'm going to do the full body on this, because she's going to end up being humongous. So we're going to have to see. Tish says polymer clay liquid is thicker. Yes, yes, you're right about that. You're definitely right about that. So why don't we try that as well? Let me just get some wire. I have some thick wire here too. So this is my bag of like 16 gauge and stuff. So let me look in there, because I did have some flat wire and I had some thick wire. So here's some of this wire, and then I had, that's not flat wire. I thought I had some flat wire in here. Well, I have this one that's flat. Okay, and let's play with a bunch of different things, and we're going to see how it goes. Oh, this one I have that's flat. Here, let me just get this one. So I have, this one is also flat. This is the artistic wire. So let me get a piece of, what would I need? Like parchment paper or wax paper? I'm not quite sure for that. Okay. I think I'm going to try a little bit of parchment paper, because the wax paper might not work so well. So let me just get a little piece of parchment paper that we can put on the metal base, and then we'll make some shapes. I'm going to put the little girl on hold, and we'll give her some hair after. So you guys know me, I jump from one project to another. So now, square wire, that's a good idea. I actually just ordered some square wire from Beadalon, because Wyatt White, who is the product director and creative director of Beadalon, wrote a little book about wrapping cabochons with square wire, and I was really curious to get his book, so I ordered it, and I'm gonna do like a demo where I try to do the project in his book, and it's made with square wire, so I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be super fun. It's on the Beadalon website, so that was fun. Hi, Elmarie, nice to see you. Elmarie is also a member of my art community, which is, I have a very tiny art community on Facebook for people that are artists and watch my art tutorials on my Heather Boyd Art channel. So Elmarie posts some beautiful work in that group. I use the Liquid Sculpey polymer clay and heat gun to repair broken ceramics. Whew, very interesting. So here's a nice little piece of flat wire. I'm not going to use too much because I don't want to waste it, but we'll cut a piece of that. We can also cut a piece of 16 gauge wire to try that. That might be interesting. Actually, I'm thinking I'm going to try to make like a spiral or something. So we've got that one. So why don't we, and then here's another, well, this is pretty thick flat wire, but that might be too thick. So I'm loving that today wire. Okay, I've used square wires on cabochon. Nice. Hi, Mustafa. How are you? Mustafa, we're experimenting with Liquid Sculpey, but I'm just prepping some things in advance. Okay, so that means our thing is ready. Let me go get it and not burn my hand. So I have my pan here. So I just heated it in the oven for a little bit, and it says once you're able to like pick it up without it burning your hand, I'll bring it over. Okay, guys, I got to put these on the side for a sec. I'm going to get our Liquid Sculpey and just go for it. So excuse me if I'm hopping all over the map. I'm trying to synchronize things. So I'm going to get some toothpicks and I'm going to get some of these Liquid Sculpeys. So I don't want to do too many colors. There's also a clear one, which is interesting, white, and this is transparent. So that's kind of cool. Oh, there goes my timer again. Let me turn it off. Okay. Perfect. So now let us, okay, midterm exams today. Oh, no worries, Mustafa. If you can't stay on, don't worry about it. It's totally fine. So here we go. This is a little bit hot. They said be careful until it's hot. So let's just double check our instructions. So remove the mold and cool down until it's comfortable for you to handle, but still warm. Okay, that's comfortable enough. So let's just go for it, guys. Let's just put a bunch of these like colors in there. Okay, they said to start at the top. So I don't know how we do that. I guess we want to just get it in there. So I'm just going to put a bunch of, I don't know why I chose this weird shape to start, but that's okay. So let's just put a bunch of these in. It's a little stinky. You might want to open your windows when you do this. So we're just going to do a bunch of these, put a bunch of colors, and maybe a titch of black, but not too much black. Maybe just a couple of drops. Maybe that's too much black. And then this is the, I don't want the white, maybe the clear. Let's just top it up with some clear. So let's just top it up because we want to, I think the idea is to fill it up to the top, right? So you guys let me know in the comments. Yes, it's a silicone mold. You guys, whoever has done this before, let me know in the comments if I'm on the right track. I'm just trying to do like a marbly thing with this. I think I maybe put too much black in there, but let's just try it like this. This is kind of cool. Okay, that's enough. You don't want to over mix it. So let's try some more. What's this one? This is translucent amber. Okay, let's try that. I'm going to stick that one in there. Oh, it went over the edge a little bit, but I think I can fix that up. So we're going to do that. And this one is rose gold. Woo, cool colors, guys. I'm going to do this. And I don't know. Let's just try more silver, more gold. Let's do this and a little bit more black. Just a titch, just a teeny. Maybe I'll just, wonder if I could do it this way where I get a little less black in there. Or you know what I should have done is put like the black at the side because the black is pretty, it's pretty intense. So let's just get this, I'm just going to pour a little black on here so I don't get too much. We're just going to do like that, like little drops of black or something. Anyways, let's just try that. We're going to get a little bit more of the transparent. And I'm really curious. This is going to be like Christmas. I'm not sure what it's going to do. And then we'll do the same marbly thing again. We're going to bring that up to the top. Round and round and round and round. And the other thing I was wondering is, can you stick beads in it? You might be able to stick the beads in it as well. And I don't know. I'm going to leave that like that. Let me just grab a few beads. And if they're glass, it should work, right? So let's just try that. I'm going to just put some transparent one in there. Let's just put some transparent. Don't marble it too much because I had mixed too much of my resin. Okay, so what happens when you mix it too much, Mustafa? Just let me know. Maybe it just gets all muddy. It looks like it's getting a little bit muddy. So I'm just going to fill this one up and bring this one to around the outside. This I might have filled up too much, but what I want to try to do is stick some little beads in there, but I don't know if this is going to work or not. This might look awful, but we're just going to try this with a bunch of beads in there and see what it does. I do not know what this is going to do, but you do not know unless you try. I think some of those might be too big. Let's put a bunch of beads in there, see what they're going to do. And yeah, there might be too many beads now, but we'll see. I'm just going to try to get the little beads and maybe not so much the big ones. And we'll just stick those in there and see what happens. There we go. Why not? And then I'm not sure how long we have to bake this, but I think it's for about 15 minutes or something. So I'm just trying to get some smaller beads in there. Trouble is the big beads are mixed with the little beads, so it's a little bit hard to tell. I'm trying to get a lot in there, but I think I didn't get enough beads. Let's do that, and then maybe we'll do another one. Maybe I'll do another one with a different color and see. Oh, thank you, Mustafa. Don't forget to go to the Discord group, and then I always post pictures of these in the Discord group after the live stream, so you guys can see the finished products. So let's just go like that. We're just going to get that one down there a little bit because you want it in the end. And oops, I just dropped my toothpick. So now let's get some more. I'm going to get some more little beads because those ones are like kind of a mix. And what I want to do is get some like little beads. So I am just going to see what I have. And oh, here's some in here. So I'm going to get some little beads here. Yeah, I have some more. I think these are more or less the same as the other ones. So, Verdella, you haven't. Okay. You should be able to build it. Use a little bake. It's a little bake. Go for it with the beads. Yes. So we're just going to go for it here. Oh, some of these are way too big. Yeah, I should have sorted out my beads a little more. But maybe I'll take the big ones out. Yeah, that's what I should have done. I should have just like taken the big beads out. Maybe I'll just try to take them out a little bit. Yeah, I'm making a mess here. Let's get rid of some of these big beads. Ugh. Okay, so let's just do that. And just get some of the little beads in there. Okay, I'll just do that. Okay, so now let me clean my tools so I don't have Sculpey all over them. And there, we're gonna bring that one in here. And then let's just put some clear on top. And then we're gonna see what this is all going to do. So let's get this covered up. And I think we're gonna have to bake it for about 15 minutes. Actually, I think I'm gonna regret this clear because I seem to remember it being a little bit like cloudy. So I don't know how good the clear Sculpey is. I should have taken a little bit of that off because it's a little bit too much now. Yeah, I wonder how we can get some of that off. Let me just see if I can get like a little piece. I don't know if that'll absorb it if I just put a little bit of Kleenex on there. Ugh, what a mess. Okay, so there we go. I'm just going to take a little bit of this off. That's a little bit better. Okay, so we got that. And I think that's going to be a big, big mess, but that's okay. We're doing what we can. Okay, so there's those. Now let's try one of these long ones and see what we can do with that. And why don't we just stick a little, I do that with UV resin. Messy is good. Yeah. Big beads, just go with the flow. Yeah, we'll try everything. We'll try to leave a couple of the big beads in there, but yeah, you're right, Sharon. I should have just left them all in there and see what happens. So let's just go in here, put a bunch of colors in there, see what happens. This is like very experimental, guys. I do not even know what I'm doing. We don't want clear anymore. Done with the clear. There's white. Could try white. Ooh, looks like toothpaste. Okay, so now let's do this one. A little bit more. And maybe a little bit more of the gold. And we should do a heart too, right? So we're going to see how this is going to work. And maybe, I don't know what this one is. We're just going to, whoopsies. Okay, so let's do that. And yeah, see, now we got too much again. So I overdid it again. I'll just take a little bit off. Oh boy. So now let's just go around here, mix these together. Ooh, this is going to be weird. So let's just kind of mix them around here. You need like a spatula just to like scoop the whole thing off. Maybe what we can do is get a or get another toothpick. Okay. Hi, TJ Bell. How are you? Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. If I miss your comments, it just means I'm focused on what I'm doing, and I will definitely check again after. Yeah, these, see, I'm kind of using this like a spatula just to like wipe the excess off, because otherwise you're going to just have some extra on the sides, and which won't be very clean. So there's that. And then let's do one heart, and then we'll just go from there. So I'm just going to put, I love turquoise, so I'm just going to put a bunch of turquoise in here. And then maybe just a little teeny bit of black, which I will grab from, let me just get my thing. Just going to grab the black a little bit from my little extra bit here. Whoa, okay, so da, 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 da. And then we can just put a little bit of this one, teeny bit. Yeah, this is a very, very tricky. I'm glad I didn't have this during the Beetle-on challenge, because I would have got extremely distracted and it probably would not have turned out so well. So I'm kind of, that was like fate that I actually didn't have this for the Beetle-on challenge, because yeah, it would have taken the time away from what I actually made. So now we're just going to try to blend this again together, little bit, as swirly as we can, but not overdoing it. So let's just stop. And so those are done. And then the other thing we want to do is try to do on one of these things, just do some metal wire shapes, and see if we can do something with this. So what I was thinking to do is maybe like a spiral thing. So I'm just going to get my ring cone. Okay, so we'll just get the ring cone and just make a spiral. So this is 16 gauge wire. I'm just going to bring it up. Okay, and then remove that. Give this a clip. Okay, perfect. And then polymer tools, there are tons of them. Yes, yeah, you can definitely get tons of tools at Michael's or other stores to work with the polymer clay. I don't work with it a lot. You can also get like presses, like a press that you will be able to flatten it to make flat shapes and stuff. So that's cool. And let me just push this one down a little bit more. I want this to be a little bit bigger at the bottom. There we go. So pushing it down a little bit more, remove that. And what I'm going to try to do is some kind of spiral thing, but this wire is actually really stiff to work with because it's 16 gauge. So let's just bring it in here, push that end, and I'm going to just make a circle at the end here. Okay, like that. Bring it right in. I don't know if I want that circle to be closed, actually. I might just try to do something where I leave that circle open a bit. So let's just give that a little cut. Again, this is experimental. We'll see what happens with it. Bring that one in. What would be good to do is actually to hammer this down because right now it's a little bit on the like wobbly side. So why don't I just grab my hammer quick and see what I can do about that just to get it all lined up. I do have my rolling mill in the basement too, but I'm not going to go that much out of my way because I keep leaving the screen for you guys. So here's a spiral. Let's see if we can just flatten it a little bit. Not flatten it, but just harden it a little bit. So plug your ears. And Peggy's here. Hi, Peggy. And Verdella, I think I said hi to you, Verdella. I'm losing track of time. So here we go. So now let's hammer this. Watch your ears, guys. Mainly, I just want it all to be somewhat, not flat, but just together. I just want it to sit flat. So let's see what that's going to do. Okay, so if this is going to be one, we want this one to be like here, flat. And then let's just do a basic shape as well. So we can just do maybe even a square shape or something. Let's see what we can do with this one. Okay, so we're just gonna make a square shape. That one. Just to see if it works, really. I don't think I have to be too concerned about it. I should have made it a little bit bigger, maybe. There. And then maybe just go across here to see. Like, say we just do a square shape, and that's going to leak out there. And then maybe just see what we can do here. So we take this, make a little loop, cut that one. This is really thick wires, so it's maybe not the most ideal for this project, but just to try it. So we're going to do that. So that would be like one possible option to do a square shape. And then let's do one with the other thin wire, which I cut. So maybe like a heart shape or something. Let me just see how we could do that. Because you need the loop at the top. That's the thing. So we need the loop at the top. And then we have to, let me just try this. So we're just going to bend this in half. Okay. And then we can bring this one in. No, I need some thicker. Oh, I have my looping pliers. We can do this. So we're going to bring this one in here. Bring that one in here. And then just do a little, maybe it should be a little bit bigger. Bring that one in here a little bit. And then what if we just cut this one a little bit. Whoop. And then we're just going to, well, I'm going to get my looping pliers because they're more like even. So it's actually better to use the looping pliers because they're a little more even. And then around here, it's a little bit big, but so if we do that, yeah, so that would be like a loop to hang something on. It's a little big, but We can also use the smaller one. We can also just like clip it. Wash my eyes. And then just use the smaller one might be better. So let's try that one. We'll just bring it in a little bit more. Yeah, because that was a little bit big. So I'm just going to bring this one in. It's a little harder to manipulate the flat wire. So there's that. And then to get the shape of the heart, maybe fix this up a little bit. There. So that's kind of sort of a heart shape. And then this side, let's see if it's actually going to work. So we're going to bring this one in around here. And then let's get a pen or something, a Sharpie. Let me get the Sharpie. So I'm getting the wrong kind of Sharpie. Okay, so the baling pliers, yeah, they're awesome. Yeah, I really like those they're called the 6-step looping pliers from, are they Beadlon? No, they're not Beadlon. What are these guys? Beadsmith, that's it. So yeah, so they're really great. Yeah, they're really great tools. So now if we do this one like this, I'm a little worried about cutting it because I don't want the stuff to leak out. I think it's going to leak out. So I have to be very careful with this. So what if we just like bring this one around here? If we just bring it to here, I'm going to try it and hope it's not going to leak out because it is pretty runny, this stuff. Like it's definitely very runny. I can't put it on tape because I have to bake it in the oven. So that's an issue. And let's just wind this up a little bit more. Okay, and put this one here. I think we're just going to try it. I think we're just going to try it and see. I'm having a little trouble lining this one up. Okay, so let's just do that like that. So perfect. And yeah, if you guys have any questions about, wire art jewelry making, just let me know. I'm checking your comments. So these ones we're just going to put here. This thing isn't flat. My baking surface isn't totally flat. So maybe if we put one here and one over here, and hopefully it's going to work. So I'm going to try to pour the Sculpey, and if it leaks, I think we'll just like stop because I'm not quite sure how well this is going to work. And I don't think there's a lot of room for playing around with it. You might like using glass. Ooh, oh, okay, glass. So would glass work? So that would be a good idea. Why don't we, because I'd rather like do it right if I can. So let me go get a little piece of glass and try that, because we can bake the glass, I guess. I don't know, can we? Okay, I'm just going to put a thing in my oven, so it's going to work. So guys, I do as I'm told. So I got a piece of glass and we're going to see if that's going to work. Hi, CD. Let's go ahead and do this. Love the heart. Awesome. Thank you. So let's try the glass. Sue, I think you're more professional about this stuff than I am. So let's try the glass. Any advice is greatly appreciated on these live streams. I hope it won't explode in my oven. So we're going to do that, but we have to make sure it's actually sitting flat. That's the thing, because there might be leaks in this. I don't know how flat. Looks okay, but I really think it's going to leak out of this one, especially this one, because it doesn't seem super even, but we'll just do what we can with it, I think. So we're going to do that. And then this one hopefully is also flat. And we're going to see how it's going to go. So let's try this. Phew, smooth tile. That I cannot help you with. I do not have any tiles, but it's a great idea. So for people that want to try this, you can get a tile and try it like this. unfortunately, these colors they gave me, I don't have a lot of like variety of colors here, so I'm just going to see what we're gonna do here. Oh yeah, that wasn't good. Oh, the other thing I did on the in the show, which was really cool, was this, guys. I just drew with Liquid Sculpey on a piece of foil, and this you can actually use as a window sticker or to put on your mirror. So that was a super cool discovery because I didn't have the mold. So that was like, it just sticks on a window or on a mirror. So that was cool. Play-Doh to seal the edges. I don't have Play-Doh, but can you bake Play-Doh? I'm just curious. Maybe there's a way to bake Play-Doh. I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna like pour these in, see what we're gonna do. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to like, oh, I don't like that white. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to push things around, but we're gonna see. So we're just gonna do that. Hopefully they're gonna stay in place. It's a little better than the clear resin stuff. It doesn't seem to be leaking as much, so that's a good thing. Put a little, I just keep going back and forth with the different colors, I think. But I do like the idea of doing a little bit of black, so I will just, again, put a little bit of black at the side, maybe just with a piece of the parchment paper. Oh, and there's a piece of my hair, ooh. So there we go, we're gonna do that. A little bit of black, and yeah, so far so good. It's actually leaking a little bit, I can see that, but we're gonna see. So we're just gonna do a few little drops of black. Woo, okay, going all over the place. And then maybe just a little bit more of the Fimo so it's up to the, or the Sculpey so it's up to the top. Now this is the part where I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to do much with this, but let's just see if we could just like manipulate it a little bit without ruining it. So we're gonna go around. Yeah, see, I already see it's leaking. So some of those solutions you guys suggested might be a good idea. So let's just leave that for now. I don't want to ruin it. And then we're gonna go ahead and just pour, what giraffe is the flat wire width? What giraffe is the flat giraffe? I'm not quite sure what you mean about giraffe, but the flat wire, this is like, I think, a 5 millimeter, and that one is a 3 millimeters. So they're two different sizes. Just gonna put, maybe I'll just put a little more black in this one. I don't know what I'm doing. So we're just gonna play. I could even do white. Ooh, and then maybe a little bit of the blue too. Okay, typo. Gauge. Okay, that's a good question because the thicker one is an aluminum one. I'm not 100% sure what the gauge is, but the artistic wire one that I just opened, and the package is on the floor. Let's see. It says 21 gauge, 3 millimeters. Yeah, it's a nice wire. I think they sent it to me when they sent me some stuff for prizes for some of the challenges. Speaking of which, there will be another challenge coming up in late November, early December. Another one of my 10-day challenges. So if you guys want to join that challenge, stay tuned on my channel. If you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, you'll be notified when those challenges go live. So there will be one coming up for, and you guys, it's like different projects for 10 days, and then you can win all kinds of cool prizes. So did I say prizes? Different projects for 10 days, wire art and jewelry projects for 10 days. And then at the end of the 10 days, yeah, there'll be all kinds of prizes and stuff. So there's that. And now let us, did you say that love you will made will stick to a window? Yes, window or a mirror. Oh, this isn't going to work, guys. Yeah, this is definitely going to leak out. I don't think this is going to be good at all because it's, and I'm just going to pour a bunch of Sculpey on this one. Yeah, I should have taken my time and made this one more flat. I think that's the problem with this one. I'm actually covering the wire for this, which is fine because it's an experiment. So we'll just do a little bit more of this. I don't think we're going to be able to like wind it together at all, but let's just do this. Watch this one be the best one out of all of them. That would be bitter irony. So let's just go ahead and just fill this one up a little bit. Is this the clear one? Yep. So, oh, I think that's enough. That's enough. I don't think we need any more. So now let's just try to do something with this. There we go. Okay, guys, so let's bake these for 15 minutes at least, and then we're going to see what they're going to do. So just give me a second. I'm going to bring these ones to the oven, put them in for 15 minutes, I guess. Okay, so 15 minutes. Okay, so I put them in for 15 minutes. I just washed my hands. Let me remove some of this stuff. I'm going to put it in the garbage. Let's bring back our girl that we were working on. And we are just going to do some other stuff while that's baking. I'll get rid of some of these beads that were on there. There we go. Okay, and I'll get some thinner wire for her hair. And we'll see what we could do with some of those pieces in the oven. So I'm not sure about the hairdryer, Connie. Mine doesn't get hot enough. Okay, so what was the hairdryer for? Could slightly hammer the spiral. Yeah, I tried to hammer it and it didn't quite hammer enough. So yeah, definitely if you're gonna do the spiral one, hammer it down so it's super flat, and that's gonna be your best bet. So I'm just closing the Liquid Sculpey. So here it is. If you guys are wondering about the Liquid Sculpey again, here are the containers. Like they comes in all different colors. And then it says bake at 275, 15 minutes for every 1/4 inch thickness. So it might need a little bit more, but I'm going to start it at 15 and then we're going to see how it goes. I'm just going to put these ones away. So at least my table's somewhat cleaned up. There we go. So those are done. And I'm going to put away some of these beads. And let's get some thinner wire for the hair. So we have 24 gauge wire and even 22. Actually, 22 is pretty good. I think I like 22 better because it is has a little bit more body than the 24, and I'm just going to see if I have some other colors. Yeah, here's some other colors of the 22, and I also have silver. Oh, that's 24. So let me get some silver 22 gauge, and then we're going to be good. So here's some silver. Okay, and we're going to do some hair. Let me remove some of this stuff from my table so it's not so messy, and let's just check some comments. Joan says, cool. Heat gun, Sue mentioned using a heat gun on Liquid Sculpey. A heat gun. Yeah, heat guns get really hot. Yeah, wire arrowheads. What would a wire arrowhead look like? I'm not quite sure. So I am just getting some different, I don't have a lot of variety with the 22 gauge wire. So I'm going to see what I have here. I actually really don't have a lot. I'm seeing 24, 20. I might have some in my big Beetle-On box, but I don't know offhand if I have any. I have some brown too, which is nice. Maybe I'll just stick with those. I don't want the purple here this time. So let's just try a bunch of different, these three. I don't have a bunch. I don't have a lot of 22 gauge wire. So I'm going to just cut some of this one for the hair. I'll cut about, I don't know, 12 to 15 inches. And I recently found out to get stability from thinner wire, use half hard wire. That's a good idea. This wire isn't really indicated. The beadalon artistic wire is sort of generally like, I would call it soft. It's more on the soft side. I don't think they have half hard wire, at least not in this brand. They also have other German wires and stuff that are harder than the artistic wires. So now if we just twist this one around here, I think we're going to have to, though, like fix it on the head a little bit to actually get it to hold in place. Otherwise, it's not going to stay in place very well. What did I do with this hair? Oh, see, this hair, I just wound across the top like that. She didn't even really have much of a top of her head. So let's just go ahead and do this. And sometimes I'll just put all my wires first, and then I'll squiggle them after. So let's just go ahead and put a few wires first, and then we could squiggle them. Most artistic wires dead soft. That's what I figured. It's pretty soft stuff. So let's just add some more hair. And I'm just going to go below this one here and around here. I generally don't make a lot of stuff that requires hard wire. And the samples I make on YouTube, you know, people can use whatever wires they want with them. I don't like sell any of the stuff I make on YouTube, so they're just samples. And so if they're a little soft, I'm not too worried about it because I'm not selling them. They're just samples to show people the techniques and stuff. So yeah, like say you're making some of the rings that I make, you might want to use like a stronger wire or a higher quality wire, like even silver. Like you could buy Argentine silver, which is like sterling, but it is low tarnish. I use Argentine silver when I make work for the art gallery, because I sell work at a local art gallery, and all the work I make for the gallery is made with Argentine silver because I want it to be a little more higher end. So let's just do this and bring this one in here. Yeah, sterling silver tarnishes a lot. So there we go. You need a few, I need to strip a few guitar strings. Ooh, nice, very nice. I do still have some guitar strings. I haven't done much with them, and since some of the previous live streams and tutorials, but I do have some guitar strings. That would be cute for the curly hair, actually, is to use them. I don't know if I have them handy, but yeah, that would be super cute to make the hair out of guitar strings. I like that idea. So let's just keep going. We're just gonna, because last time I only did 3 wires for the hair, and I do want a little bit more. So all I'm doing is I kind of like going around from behind. So I'm going in from behind, just winding it around, and it's good to secure them over the wire and then under the wire, and then so they won't like twist around. So they're kind of like all blended in together. So we're just going to bring this one up and go up here, and then over that one, and then around here. So it's good to twist it a couple of times so they stay nicely secured in place. So we've got, wow, look at her hair. So let's get another one. I don't know how many I'm going to do. Like I said, for the beadalon challenge, I literally ran out of time. I think I did the last hair in the last like 3 minutes of the live stream, so that was kind of crazy. Try layering and bake. Oh, okay. Ah, that's smart, Sue. So if you layer it and bake it, then it won't take as long to bake, I guess. Is that the idea behind that? Layering and baking? Or was that with regards to the heat gun? I'm not quite sure which that was about. Was that about the baking it or about the heat gun? Because sounds like you might be able to use the heat gun to bake it. I'm not really sure. I do have a heat gun that I bought for doing what's it called, like a embossing type thing, but I also use the heat gun for encaustic painting, which is beautiful. Encaustic painting is basically painting with colored wax, and I teach that technique at the local gallery, but I only do small groups because I only have a limited number of materials, and I don't know if I have a video on my art channel about encaustic, but encaustic is super fun. I really, really enjoy it. It's like painting with melted crayons type of thing. So let's do another one with this, and looks like my hair this morning. That is funny. Looks like my hair like 24/7. So let's just do one more. And oh, you know what I should have done? Okay, now I feel really dumb. I should have done these okay, that's what I want to do now. I should have made the lines. Can I change this? Let's see if I can fix this. Okay, I'm going to try to fix this because I think it might have been better. This is where we backtrack and see if we could do something a little bit different. Like, see if what I'm thinking is if we bring it down this way, and it's super messy, but I don't mind the mess. We're going to bring it down this way, and then that way you have a bit of detail in there. I didn't even think about that. I should be having some detail in there. So let's just try that. I can always pull it back if I need. This part takes a little bit longer, but it's a little crooked, but it's fine. So let's just bring this one back. Bring this one back a bit. Pull that one up. Yeah, because I'm realizing what we should have done is brought these ones down so you have at least a little bit, looks like hair there, which makes more sense. So let's bring this one down here. And bring that one around. Oops, what did that one do? Okay, that one came out around here and around there. So that's just, let's do that. Even we don't have to do them all, but if we do a few like that, it's going, I think it's going to look nicer. So let's just loosen this one up a little bit. Okay, we're just going to loosen this one up a little bit and then bring it just to give it a little bit more detail in there. So if we're going to bring this one here, perfect. Okay, let's do that. Okay, there we go. Awesome. So that way we have a little bit of kind of detail in this upper part of the hair because it was looking very bare. So let's just do that here. Okay. Okay. That building it up. Yeah, both. Okay, cool. So that method of layering the Sculpey is good for heat gun and for the oven. That's good to know. So now we're just going to bring this one down here and down here, and then there we go. So that's, I mean, it just gives it a little bit more like interest in there. It's, I guess, kind of optional, but I like the way that looks. So I wonder if I can just maybe pull one of these back a little bit. Yeah, so if I just bring that one back, just to give it a little bit of interest in that part of the hair, you can really play around with the hair. There's a lot of possibilities for it. So now what we want to do is take these and wind them around a thicker wire. So let's get a piece of the thicker wire. I have some here. We could just get a piece of the, say, 16 gauge wire or something. So here's a piece here. This is the 16 gauge wire. I'm just going to go check my timer for the Fimo. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We have 2 minutes. So we're going to see how that's going to go. And there we go. So let's just wind this around and around here. So there we go. So let's just wind this around. We're going to go get a bunch of these. I'm not sure how long it wants to be, maybe a little bit longer. Perfect. So I am going to just keep going around with this, and then we can clip it. Perfect. And then we're going to do the next one. Now I have a bunch of these. This is going to take me a little while to do. So if you guys have to go get a coffee or go to the bathroom while I'm doing this, that would be no problem at all. So I'm just going to go round and round. I'm getting a delivery at my door right now. Not quite sure what it is, but I've ordered quite a few things recently on Amazon. Maybe it's that book, that Wyatt White book that I was telling you about. I'll have to go and check after. So now let's go ahead and pull this one out. Oops. Yeah, it's getting a little, you know what? You know what the problem with this one is? This wire that I'm winding around is aluminum, and it's not the best choice of wire because you can see it's already getting a little bit warped. So you know what I'm going to do is get a different wire to wind it around, because this one, aluminum wire is very soft. And so what's happening with this is it is sticking to the wires. So when you wind it around a wire, don't use aluminum. So let me get some brass wire, because that would be better. Is that one stiff? Yeah, this one's stiffer. I'll try this one, because the other one was too thick. So let's try, or too soft. So let's try this one. Like I said, if you have to go do something else, multitask, go check your emails, I'll just be doing this. Perfect. Now let's go round and round, round and round and round, and away we go. Perfect. So we'll just do a bunch of these, and oh, there's our timer. So I'm gonna go check that. Just do this one, finish this one, and then I'll go check and see how it's doing. Perfect. Cut that one. And I will go check the Fimo. Or Sculpey, sorry guys. Okay, I'm just gonna let it cool. I can't tell if it's actually cooked or not, but it's steaming and I'm worried that it might be burning. So I'm actually just going to turn off my oven, let it sit for 5 more minutes. And Sue, let me know in the comments if it's supposed to be steaming like that, because it looks like it's burning, but it might not be. It might just be steaming. So let's go ahead and finish the hair. I like it when the hair is looser. Like these were a little bit too regular a weave, but I like it when it's like more of a loose wind. So I'm just going to do it that way. Bell says, I pull my nylon pliers on the wire about 10 times to harden my wire. That's a great idea, to harden the wire. Yes, because I mean, some people hammer it, but doing it with your pliers is a really good idea. Cool, very nice. So we're just going to do that one here. I'll do all the hairs, and then we will try and see if our Fimo actually, or our Sculpey, I keep calling it Fimo because that's sort of like the first modeling clay company that came out. Well, as far as I know, Fimo was first, but maybe they weren't. But that's when I was like 30 years ago when I started making jewelry. That's what people used, was the Fimo. But now there's Sculpey, and there's other brands too. So we're just going to keep going with these. And then when they're all done, we will check our Sculpey and see how it goes, and hope it's just not like a soup, because I really hope that it's hardened up. Use pliers as well. Good to know. I do that with my pliers too. Second pair. Okay, because you use them so much. Wow, that's pretty wild. That's a lot of wear and tear. That's it. Yeah, like I said, I generally don't worry too much about hardening my wire, because I just do these as samples and I don't sell them. So, but if you are selling jewelry, for sure you want it to be the best quality possible, and you know, be able to put up with wear and tear from your clients, for sure. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys do sell jewelry. I'm curious about that. How many people are hobbyists? You can write hobby, or you can write you sell them. I'd be really curious to know, because I don't. The group that I have on Facebook, the Wire Makers Club, it's got very strict no selling rules. So I have no idea in that group who sells and who doesn't sell. But if you want to let me know here in the comments if you're a seller, that would be really interesting to know. And I like that I'm able to give you guys some tutorials, like simple things like rings and stuff that you guys can sell at your shows, because certainly when we used to do craft shows, the rings were the were the most popular items. So here's our crazy girl with her hair. So there we go. Let's just push this one around and just bring the hair down. And I've sold and do as a hobby as well. Cool. That's so awesome. That's really fun. Yeah, I've been selling jewelry for like 30 years. I can't even believe it now. When I started, I was selling on the streets of Montreal, and then I kind of morphed into selling to like kind of weird, funky jewelry to galleries and museums and stuff. And then now it's just all on Etsy. So it's been a real evolution over the years for sure. So now I'm just gonna like some of these, this one got a little pinched together. So I'm just gonna stretch it out a little bit, and then maybe just trim some of them because some of them are shorter than others. So let me just trim some of them so they're a little bit shorter, and then some are longer. So she's very funky. I like her hair. Very cool. And then I haven't decided what I'm going to dangle from her. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole body or not. But these ones, I do want to vary the length. So now you can go in and trim them a bit if you want. And that one's good like that. Yeah, I like it. She's cute. So let me go check the oven. And we have Amanda hopped on. Hi. And CD does a hobby. Nice. Same with Joan. Nice. Bit of both. They selling in hobby. Yeah. Mustafa has a really cool Instagram where he sells his stuff too. I love your Instagram like reels and posts and stuff, Mustafa. You're very savvy with that. I use transparent liquid Sculpey as a glaze for polymer beads. Smart. Okay, cool. The hobby and selling, wouldn't mind more selling. Yeah, but more, a little bit of selling is nice too. So I've sold when somebody wants some. Cool, nice, awesome. Okay, so let me just go ahead and get this stuff. See if it's gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna just get I need to get my thing to hold these hot things. Move some of this stuff away. Have a sip of water. Okay, guys, so this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's see if this stuff is going to work. So this is the silicone one, and this is the glass. I think we're gonna have to let it cool for a minute. So let's just let it sit here. Let's see, I maybe should read the instructions to see if you have to, how long you have to let it cool. Share your Instagram link. Yeah, if you guys want to put your Instagram links here in the comments, go for it. This is a special day. You guys can put your links to your Instagram in the live chat. Go for it. Just because in the Facebook group, like I said, there's big rules about like not like sharing outside posts to other like Instagram, YouTube. Well, YouTube, yeah, free tutorials are great, but we don't allow people to share their Facebook page or Instagram or anything. But if you guys want to share your Instagram here in the comments, you can find. Oh, sorry, Mustafa, I missed that. Yeah, if you guys are chatting about personal things, please take it off the live chat. Definitely not. We don't allow that here. But if you guys want to share anything about wire art and jewelry making in the comments, please be free to do that. And if you want to share your Instagram with your wire art or wire jewelry, you can sell it. You can share it in the comments right now too. Thank you so much for that, Mustafa. So I am just going to check this, what it says about, doesn't say about how long to let it sit before you take it out of the mold. So there we go. So if you guys want to, let me know when if Sue, you know, how long do I have to wait until I take these out of the mold? I'm going to maybe just let it cool a bit. I can try one, I guess. Let's take one out and see. We'll just take a little one out. So that's not too bad. It's a little bit soft. Like hopefully it's okay. I'm not like super loving how the color turned out for that one. Let me just see. I'm going to pull these out one by one. Let's try this one. Should be a little bit cool. Okay. I do have a Pinterest account. Actually, I'm super active on Pinterest. It's Heather Boyd Wire, and my Pinterest has really grown. I share a lot on Pinterest, and I was shocked one day to see that I have like 3 million monthly views on Pinterest. Like, I don't know how that happened because I'm not like I'm active, but I'm not like super active. So this is interesting. It's very soft. Is it supposed to be like this, Sue? Just let me know. It's like, it kind of is like rubber. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, but interesting. So let's pull some more of these out. Ooh, I think I'm going to like how that bead one looks. We're going to see that. Okay, so let us just push this one out here. Yeah, this one got, here, there you can see, this one got a little bit messed up with the hole. There wasn't enough Sculpey there, so be careful that you have enough Sculpey on there, because if there's not enough, it's not going to work too well. So this one, I would say that's a bit of a dud, although the marbling is quite pretty on there. So now let us, you're not sure about how long to let it sit. It's cooling off, so it should be all right. So now there's this one with the beads. I find it interesting with the beads. Let's see how it looks. Let's pull it out. So nothing on that side because the beads weren't on that side. But if we go here, we can see there's a few beads in there, although they're a little bit hidden with the Sculpey. So that's not too bad. So we're going to put that one here. And let's do this one. Bake it more if you need. Okay, I wonder how you know when it's cooked though, because I mean, it's definitely hard, but Sue, is it supposed to be like hard, or is it supposed to be flexible like that? Let me know in the comments because I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be like. And then let's do the last one with the beads. So I bet a coat of resin, you never know, it's rubbery. Okay, that might work too. So this is with the beads. Kind of interesting. There's a lot of bubbles though. I'm not quite sure what those bubbles are about. It gives it a little bit of texture. And there's that one there. Sort of interesting. I find it looks a little bit plasticky, and it definitely feels plasticky. So I'm not, depending on how much Sculpey you use. So yeah, it can still be rubbery. I think if you want to do something that's very professional, you would want to stick to resin, but these are fun. You know, they're definitely fun. Let's see if we can get these ones off the glass. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that works on the sheet of glass. So Sue, that was an amazing idea. Look how smooth it is after being on the glass. Wow, that looks really good. It's really smooth, and it's got a nice solid base. I'm kind of like, there's a little bit that went over the edge, but that's interesting. So far I'm liking the metal framed ones the best. I really like that. So let's try the heart, if we can get it off without ruining it. Oh, there we go. So we might have to trim. Look at the heart. You can see it went over the edge a little bit. We might have to trim it a little bit. So see how smooth it is there? Wow, if that pattern had turned out better, that would have been nice. But it's kind of cool. I like that idea. So we just have to figure out a way that it doesn't leak, because I think if we're going to try to trim it, I can try with X-Acto knife. Let me just see. I'll get an X-Acto knife here. I'll just take off one of the bits so that it's sharp. So let's do this. Instagram, nice. So that's most of us Instagram. If you guys also want to share your Instagram, if it's wire art and wire jewelry related, you can share it in the comments in the live chat. So let's just go around here, see if we can remove the extra Sculpey. See if that's gonna, yeah, that comes off. So let's just do it a little bit more here. Okay, around here, yeah. And we're just going to bring this one around and around. Okay, around and around. It's a little bit hard to get around the curves. Maybe with a different kind of X-Acto knife or with scissors it might work. But we're just going to try our best. I probably shouldn't cut towards myself either, but this will just get the little bit of extra off that has leaked. So we've got that there. That's kind of cool. So interesting. I kind of like that one. It's fun. And then, oh, this one too, we can trim it. There, because that one just got a little bit of extra on there. And then this one. Okay. Perfect. And then this one, I'm not sure what this one's going to do. Let me remove that. I'm going to bring that one up. There we go. So interesting, but you can't really see the wire. Like, it's cool. I love the effect of the glass. Sue, that was a brilliant idea because it makes it super smooth. Looks amazing. So I'm going to definitely keep that one in mind for the future. And this side looks a little gloopy, but see, if my marbling technique had worked better there, that would have looked really, really good. Really cool. Layer it, bake it, layer it, bake it. Cool. Makes sense that it would be a bit rubbery. Yeah, it's like PVA. Yeah, yeah. This is fun, eh? So now, guys, let me do something with this. See, so maybe I should dangle something from her. I could just dangle that one on there. You guys let me know what you think. Oh, it almost looks like a shirt or something. That could be like her little shirt. I'm not going to go through and do all the whole shebang with all the arms and legs stuff. That's going to take me too long. That looks weird. Nah, I think I like that one the best. Let me just see. These ones didn't turn out so well. And the one with the bead is kind of cool too, but doesn't really fit in there. So let me know in the comments if I should attach that heart or if I should just leave her plain. You guys let me know in the comments, heart or no heart. And if it's a heart, I can add the heart and maybe throw in a few little beads in there. So you guys let me know in the comments. And that would be the last little finishing touch to the project. So I'm just going to get some other wire. Heart or no heart? Okay, I've got to go. Bye, Sharon. See you. Have a great afternoon. Enjoy whatever. Hopefully it's nice weather where you are. Enjoy. Oh, Mustafa has to go too. Okay, let me just see. I'm missing everything. Oh, no worries, Mustafa. We're just about done. Yeah, I just have to decide whether to do the heart or not. Yep, perfect. Heart. The bust, the tiny waist. Yes, true way. Okay, awesome. Let's do the heart. And I'm just going to make a little loop in the end and bring that one around, figure out how to attach it. And we're just going to bring that one up here. So we're just going to go, we'll start by attaching a wire to here. Let me just pull this one open a little bit. There we go. Oh, it's kind of plugged. So now I have to, I didn't think about that. So there we got Fimo in, or Sculpey in there by mistake. So now I'm going to have to somehow get it out. Ooh, boy, I didn't think about that. So it's pretty solid. There we go. Okay, so I got the hole cleared. We're just going to stick this one in here and then bend that in place. Get the needle nose pliers. Okay. And yeah, Mustafa, we'll see you on Instagram and in the Discord group. Thanks so much for hopping by. Okay, so that should be, maybe we'll just open this up a little bit. Perfect. And around here. Perfect. And I'm going to clip this one. And maybe add a couple of little beads on there just to make it a little bit more pretty. I'm just going to see what I have in my bead department. What colors are in there? And I have, let's see what I have. I have purple, I have clear. I don't have a lot of beads handy. Ooh, this one's pretty. There's a butterfly. I don't think I want a butterfly. And, oh, a little metal bead. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for some more little metal beads. If I can find some. It's always nice to intersperse with some metal beads. I'm having a little trouble picking them up with my fingers. Okay, so let's just see what we can do here. So if we put that, and then a metal bead. I don't want too much. I just want to like hang it down a little bit lower, but I don't want to put too many beads. So I'm going to do like that one. I like the hematite. You know what? I'm just going to do it like that. So I'm going to just cut that one, cut it just like to 3/8 to a 3/8 to 1/4 to 3/8 to 1/2 inch. That's what I usually do. So we're going to do this. And then just bring that one back and around, stick it in here, and whoop, get the round pliers again. And then I think we're going to be done, guys. There she is. Perfect. So there's our little girl. Wow, that was quite the job. Perfect. So TJ Bell Designs, awesome. That's your Instagram. Fantastic. So if you want to add anything, brush a little Sculpey, add your beads and bake. Okay, cool. Nice. Awesome. Let me just see everybody. Nice. So that's it, guys. These are our other pieces that we did. Experimenting with the Sculpey mold. Oh, look, they're not hardening up. I thought they were hardening up. They're still soft. So there we go. So this is what we made today. So thank you guys so much for hopping on. I am going to fabulous. And if you guys missed any of the Instagram handles, just go back and you could replay the live chat when you watch the replay of the video. I am going to, and that's just for people that are on the live stream, Abe. Please don't comment below the video, the replay, your Instagram. Just for people that are on the live stream, you can check the live chat to see the links. So let me just flip the screen. Okay, yay, guys, we did it. Woo, amazing. Thank you, Beadalon, for sending me this Sculpey, Liquid Sculpey silicone mold and the Liquid Sculpey in the first place for the Beadalon challenge. I'll link up below the Beadalon challenge. I did a fast speed version of how I made the full girl, so I'll link that up in the video below. I'll also link up where you could watch the replay of the Beadalon designer challenge. It was super fun. We'll see you guys regular video on Saturday. Look out for the 10-day challenge coming up soon. If you guys have any ideas for the 10-day challenge, I'm working on a few different ideas, but if you have any ideas, you can always comment below the video and let me know what types of things you'd like to do in the 10-day challenge. We've done earrings, we've done the bead soup challenge, we've done the pendant challenge, we've done the ring challenge, and we have done the paper clip challenge, and we've also done the gift making challenge. So let me know below if you have any ideas. Thank you, Sue, for all your tips about the Liquid Sculpey. I really appreciate it. That's great because I'd never used it before other than the challenge. So that was super awesome. Be sure to join the Facebook group, the Wire Makers Club, to share pictures of your wire art and jewelry. Join the Discord group to when we do our live Let's Get Wired things and things like that. I'll post some pics. And everybody have an amazing day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.